Hello everybody, it's Maikito. Everybody's having a good day, has had a good day so far. There was no video yesterday. It was a small slate, and I did say that in the Discord, and I also made a community post on YouTube. If you did, keep an eye on that. And not just that, I actually added day 4 of the ladder challenge because I did find a play that I like and it hit. So today is actually day 5, not day 4. I did make a community post, and I'll try to do that at least with the ladder challenges if I see something I like and I don't post a video. So but we do have a good Champions League slate. There's a couple games for. It's not like it's a big slate like there used to be. So it was a little harder to find props in general, but I did find some that I like. And if there are any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. Could be later tonight. More likely to be tomorrow when lineups are confirmed. More lines in general out. So keep an eye out for those. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the picks. The first play that I found that I like is Christos Tzolis to go higher than 2 shots assisted playing at home for Club Brugge, going up against Aston Villa. He's had 2+ in his last 5 Champions League games straight, against a lot of them being arguably better defenses. He went over against Atalanta twice in both legs, City, Juventus, and Sporting. And Villa is a team that's much worse when they play away from home compared to when they play at home. In the last 3 out of 10 games, 7 of those have been at home. Only 3 have been away. So they haven't had many games in which they've had to travel away from home. And if you look at those 3 that they played away, they lost 4-1 to Palace, gave them 19 shots, lost 2-0 to Wolves, gave them 8 shots, and then lost 1-0 to Monaco and gave them 12 shots. So out of the last 10 games, only 3 have been away, and they've lost all of them. And even in the Premier League, they go from being the 3rd best team at home in the Prem to when they play away, they play the 5th worst away. And Tzolis is a good crosser. He sends a lot of through balls. He sends a lot of long balls. So he's in general a player that likes to try to find his teammates. And with Aston Villa likely to be playing Rashford and Asensio as starters, that just means a more attacking lineup for Aston Villa, which means less defense for them, which is good for us, which means Tzolis was going to have a better opportunity for him instead of having somebody like Ramsey and McGinn like they have had pretty much the whole season. So they need to play strong at home. They have been playing strong at home in the Champions League, and it's just a great opportunity for him. And I just like the line at 2.0. If it gets bumped up to 2.5, you can consider it, but I just like the safetiness that you're getting at 2.0. So like Christos Tzolis to go higher than 2 shots assisted. And then the second play that I found that I like is actually on the other side. The first play was on PrizePicks. This one is on Underdog. And that's Ollie Watkins to go under 18.5 passes, again, away from home for Villa, going up against Club Brugge. He's a striker, and he's not the type of striker to be involved in the build-up play. They actually played in the group stage. Villa had 56% of the ball. He got subbed out with 10 minutes to go, and he went under with 16. And if you just look at the last couple games, I believe in the last 5, he's only gone over in 1 out of those 5, under in 4 out of 5. He went under in the recent game against Cardiff, in which they had 68% of the ball, only had 10. Under with 14 against Palace, subbed out in the 68th minute, had 64% of the ball. Went under with 10 against Chelsea, subbed out in the 77th minute, had 52% of the ball. He did go under against Liverpool with 22 with 52% of the ball, and then he did go under against Ipswich with 76% of the ball and only had 14 passes. And the only times that he's ever really involved in the build-up play is whenever Aston Villa is down. But first of all, it's going to be a close game, so it's not like I can expect Brugge to get like an early lead. If they do get the lead, it'll be later on in the game. And 2, just like if you've seen in the last 5 games, there's a good chance he gets subbed out, which is good for us because we need him to go under this prop, not over. And Brugge tries to play possession whenever they can, so it's not like Aston Villa is going to be ball dominant, which again is better for us. And I just think it's too high of a line. Even like when I mentioned he doesn't help in the build-up play, that also means he doesn't help off defense either. He stays up whenever they have the ball or whenever they're defending. So I just think it's a good line. He averages around 13-ish in the Champions League and Premier League, and I think it's just too high of a line. So if it gets bumped down, I'd take it to maybe 16.5, but anything other than that, I would not take. But I like Ollie Watkins to go under 18.5 passes. Before I get into the money lines, as always, if you guys please could like the video and comment as well. It really helps the channel. It only takes a second, and whether it's supporting the channel, asking a question, I'll answer those as best as I can whenever I can. If you would do that, I really would appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out, because some of these plays do tend to get bumped and taken away after I post them. And if you want to try to get the videos from the channel even earlier than usual and support the channel, I do have the memberships for those that are interested. Again, linked in the description. And also there should be a join button right next to the subscribe button, and then all my links for everything, whether it's Outlier, whether it's my player prop apps and moneyline apps, that's all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But I do have 2 moneyline plays. The first one is day 5 of the ladder challenge. We moved on to day 5, and the play that I found that I like is higher than 0.5 PSV goals at home going up against Arsenal for -220. Honestly, you're getting pretty good value for a team that has a very potent attack. While Arsenal defense is heavy, PSV's attack is just going to be too much, and I think they'll find a way to at least score one, especially at home. They have managed to score against big teams. They've scored against Juventus 3 times this season, once in the group stage and then twice in the knockout in the playoffs. They have scored against Liverpool. They have scored against Girona, PSG, Sporting. They have played great defenses and have scored against all of them. So there's no reason why they can't score against Arsenal. They have played 21 games in all competitions at home and have scored in every single one. 100% hit rate. They have scored in every single home game that they've played this season, so they have to take advantage of that, especially in the knockout stage, in which then their next game is going to be away. They have to score, or else they really are going to struggle when they play at Arsenal. And on average at home in the Champions League and the league, they average around 9.5 shots on target at home, which is really high for any team in general. And while they might not get that many in general, they will have plenty of opportunities. And with the quality that they have, whether it's Bakayoko, whether it's De Jong, whether it's Perisic, whether it's Lang, they just have so many players. And at home, they just need one opportunity. They're a pretty clinical side, and they will convert. I just trust them at home. I just love the fact that they're at home. So for day 5 of the ladder challenge, I like higher than 0.5 PSV goals at home against Arsenal for -220. And then the second play that I found that I like is actually not in the Champions League, is in the Championship, the second division in England, and that's the Burnley money line going up against Cardiff for -115. They just lost pretty bad, honestly, against Preston, by expecting to bounce back. Even with that loss, they have only conceded 9 goals in 34 games. And that's ultimately what's going to carry them here. I just trust their quality. They just need to be able to score. They picked up Edwards, who was a pickup from Sporting, who has only started in 1 game, but he managed to score in that game. And it's not like they have any major injuries or anything like that. They're pretty much fully healthy, which is what I like. And Cardiff are missing 5 starters due to either suspension or injury. So they're not fully healthy at all, which is another advantage for Burnley. And they won in the first game at home 5-0. So if they can score, they will win. And with the defense they have, I just trust them to not let Cardiff score. Cardiff might not even score a goal in general, but if they somehow manage to score one, Burnley already scored 5 at home. They can at least score 2 away. And they're really good at keeping the lead. So if Burnley can score first, I don't see Cardiff tying the game. Cardiff are not a clinical team at all, which is another reason why I like this play. They have only converted 25% of the shots on target that they have taken. For comparison, on average, a team usually should convert around 33 to 35%. They only convert 25%. And Burnley need to win if they want to stay in the title race, or really at least try to they'll be 1 point behind top 2, which is what you need to get automatically promoted to the Premier League. So they need this win after that loss, and I expect their defense and just a higher quality team to get the job done. And you're getting good quality here. I just think they're over exaggerating their first loss that they just had against Preston. So like the Burnley money line for -115 going up against Cardiff. Thank you everybody for watching. Like I did mention, that they have day 4 of the ladder challenge put in the Discord and in a community post in the channel, so we did hit that. But when it comes to the last video, we did great when it came to money lines, not great when it went to player props. Money line wise, we went 2-0, swept those. Obviously we hit day 3. Also still had a score against Valencia. We just needed them to score 1. They scored 3, great for us. And then we had Roma to score 2 against Como. That hit for us as well. So money line wise, we did great. But player prop wise, we didn't. We actually went 0-2 in those. And Dika under 70.5. I believe he ended with around 76, 78. So he went right over this mark. And then Trofer to go higher than 0.5 shots. Again, he had plenty of opportunities. He went up and was attacking. Just none of those were shots. He was just passing the ball a lot. So player prop wise was not great, but money line wise we did do great. But hopefully we can carry on that momentum from money line and do great on both money line and player props. And you guys know that Champions League is usually where I do the best at. So hopefully we can do good when it comes to tomorrow's slate. And if I do have any added plays, as always, it will be in the pinned comment either later tonight or tomorrow when lineups are out. And then I do have the Discord linked in the description. Not a premium, completely free if you want to join that. For those that want to join a good community, talk about your plays, other sports. Just again, a good community I'm trying to build in general. So you're more than welcome to join. Link in the description. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.